Om Shri Satnam Sakhi, Jai Shri Krishna. Satsang Varkha Book 13, Discourse 4, Part 3. Guru Maharaj Ji said, there was a pious saint called Saint Harchuram in Sindh. He refused to go to anyone's house. People tried different ways to convince him for coming to their houses. People had strong reverence and faith in him. There was another saint called Atam Prakash. He was a good human being and a scholar. He had bought a garden. He desired that Swami Harchuram should come to his garden, but Swami Harchuram never went anywhere. Guru Maharaj Ji said, one day Sant Atam Prakash went to meet Bhai Harchuram. Bhai Harchuram asked him, what brings you here? Sant Atam Prakash said, Prabhuji, I want to do business. Bhai Harchuram said, what business? Sant Atam Prakash said, business of tobacco. Sant Harchuram said, what will you do with tobacco? You don't even have a store. Sant Atam Prakash said, Sai, many people who visit me smoke. And you are a saint. They will be fortunate to smoke the tobacco touched by you. Sant Harchuram realized that the saint was trying for excuses to call him at his place. Swami Harchuram Maharaj said, all right, so take some tobacco with you. Sant Atam Prakash said, no Maharaj, I need a truck full of tobacco. Sant Harchuram said, what will you do with so much tobacco? And how will you pay? Saint Atam Prakash said, Maharaj Ji, come and collect the money from my garden, which is in between Larkana and Pirgot. These were small villages in Sindh. In those days, Bhai Harchuram used to go for money remittance from debtors. Therefore, Saint Atam Prakash brought 2 trucks of tobacco with the hope that Bhai Harchuram will come to get his payment from him. Thus, Saint Atam Prakash started to stay in his garden 2 months before he planned to call Bhai Harchuram. While he was staying there, he held satsangs twice a day. Such was the reverence of people in those days. Saint Atam Prakash said, Baba, when will you come to my garden? Bhai Harchuram said, whenever I feel like. Bhai Harchuram knew the intentions of Saint Atam Prakash, that he was trying to call him. He knew everything was planned in order to call him home, but he never said anything to anyone. He used to stay away from the crowd. Meanwhile, Saint Atam Prakash appointed people to plan and prepare for the event of Sant Harchuram's arrival with the hope that he will come soon to take his money. There were 2 men who used to live with Bhai Harchuram, and one of them was Ghansham. One day Bhai Harchuram said, Ghansham, we have to go to the saint to collect money. Ghansham said, Sai, when do you want to go? Bhai Harchuram said, let's go day after tomorrow. Saint Atam Prakash got to know of Bhai Harchuram's plan. He made all the arrangements to welcome Bhai Harchuram. Sant Atam Prakash was very thrilled when Bhai Harchuram came to the garden. Satsang and Bhandara was arranged in honor of Bhai Harchuram. Saint Atam Prakash then asked Bhai Harchuram, Prabhu, how can we please the Lord? Bhai Harchuram said, well, I am not educated. I do not read any scriptures or listen to any sermons. I don't like to preach. So please, you must go to a saint. Sant Atam Prakash asked the same question a couple of times, but he didn't get the answer. Sant Atam Prakash insisted till he got the answer. He said to Bhai Harchuram, if you don't answer, I will not pay you for the tobacco that I bought from you. Eventually, Bhai Harchuram said, Jin chade, bhoot chade, par bhav na chade. Bhai Harchuram laughed and said, I don't go to temples or any saints, but I have heard, Aan maniye jhagda toota. These words were actually said by him. It means leave aside your ego. One should not boast and brag. When you relinquish your ego, you will be close to God. Listening to this, everyone was happy and praised him. From that day onwards, Sant Atam Prakash renounced everything and spent the rest of his life in devotion to God. Guru Maharaj Ji always said, Darshan of a saint has a positive impact on a person's mind, health, character and his life. बोलिए सतगुरुदेव भगवान की जय।